Welcome back to New Metal Releases for February 27th, the weekly series where we take a look at brand new metal albums dropping over the weekend. In this episode, we've got everything from polished melodic hard rock with arena-sized hooks to underground thrash with a dark concept running through it, and epic doom straight out of my favorite country, Greece, and even a massive sci-fi progressive death metal journey that pushes the limits of attention span and technical ability. Some of these albums are short and straight to the point. Others are long, complex, and demand your full focus.
JC Rock and Metal Reviews.
A few are from seasoned veterans with all-star lineups. As always, I give you a brief introduction to each band, talk about a few key songs, share my honest thoughts, and then give you each album a score out of 10. And this week, once again, I rank them from my lowest score to my highest score. It's more fun that way. That's why I want to do it that way. So anyway, let's get started. First up, we have From the Fade, the fourth studio album from Joel Hoekstra 13. This project is led by guitarist Joel Hoekstra. Features a serious all-star lineup. The album was released on February 27, 2026 through Frontiers Music SRL. The band includes Girish Pradhan on vocals, Derek Sherinian on keyboards, Tony Franklin on the bass, Vinny Appice on drums, and Jeff Scott Soto on backing vocals. So right away, you know the musicianship is going to be top tier. I've been following this band since their second album back in 2021, so I already have a good idea of what to expect. And honestly, they're not doing anything drastically different here. This is very polished, very melodic hard rock, borders on heavy metal. It's tight, professional, and clearly influenced by classic 80s metal bands. The opening track, You Can Give, is a strong and powerful opener. Big guitar riff, soaring vocals, and a classic melodic metal feel. It sets the tone immediately. The Fall leans even more into that 80s sound. It starts with melodic guitar lines and gradually builds energy. I would say it borders on power metal at moments, but still stays rooted in melodic hard rock. Will You Remember Me is a little different. It has this Beatles-esque vocal harmony and feels like a modern power ballad. Also has a bit of that 2000s rock influence mixed in. It's catchy and slightly more upbeat. Misunderstood goes heavier, faster tempo, more aggressive riffing, and a powerful vocal performance from Girish Pradhan. It also balances heavier sections with softer, more melodic moments. Overall, it's a solid, well-produced melodic hard rock album. If you like polished, 80s-inspired heavy metal with strong vocals and clean production, this is for you. But since they're not really pushing into new territory, I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. Next up is New Day Symptoms by Final Gasp, released February 27, 2026 via Relapse Records. This is their second full-length album. It's only 10 tracks, clocking in at 31 minutes, short, focused, and intense. They're labeled as death rock, which is a term I honestly had not heard much before. Their sound is a mix of gothic post-punk, hardcore intensity, and metal edge. It's dark, dense, and atmospheric. Look Away is a powerful track with thick layered sound that blends extreme metal energy with post-punk textures. Vocally, it reminded me a bit of Turnstile, and also heard some James Addiction vibes in here as well. The Apparition brings heavy, mid-paced chugging riffs with atmospheric vocals that lean into classic post-punk territory. No Hand to Lead slows things down, thick guitar tones, spacey vocals, and I even heard shades of Alice in Chains in the mood and vocals and atmosphere. The bass guitar really stands out on this track as well. The album feels different from most of the other releases this week. It may take a few more listens to fully sink in, but I think it's kind of music that grows on you. For now, I'm giving it a strong 8 out of 10. Coming in next is Paralyzed, the third album from hard rock supergroup Black Swan, released February 13, 2026, again through Frontiers Music SRL. The lineup includes Robin McCauley on vocals, Red Beach on guitars, Jeff Pilson on bass and production, Matt Starr on drums. The band is full of veterans who know exactly what they're doing. Here are some key tracks. When the Cold Wind Blows opens with a slow building intro, explodes into classic heavy metal style ripping, big vocals, epic feel, very polished. Death of Me leans more towards 80s glam metal, chugging guitars, melodic hooks, and more radio-friendly vibe. Different Kind of Woman starts with a strong drum intro from Matt Starr, showing off some cool rhythmic work before the full band kicks in. If I Was King is one of the heavier tracks. The distorted bass stands out, laying down chugging patterns while the guitars build tension. It definitely feels inspired by 80s heavy metal. The Fire and the Flame reminded me of classic solo-era metal, like something in a tradition of Ozzy Osbourne or Dio. This album surprised me. It's tight, catchy, heavy enough, and very well produced. I'm giving it 8.3 out of 10. Now we move into epic doom territory with Doom Zone by Distorted Reflection, released February 27, 2026 via Iron Trail Records. They're from Athens, Greece, and they lean heavily into classic epic doom metal. If you're a fan of Candlemass, this will probably be right up your alley. 3000 AD is a powerful opener with big mid-paced riffs and operatic baritone vocals. My Second Father mixes melodic guitar lines with heavy doom riffing and strong drum fills. Gates of Paranoia slows things down and gets more atmospheric, has spacey vocals and big and crushing riffs. Love on Earth feels like classic doom in the tradition of Black Sabbath and Trouble. Asphyxiating picks up the pace with haunting chant-like vocals. And overall, a solid epic doom metal album, heavy, melodic, dramatic. Doesn't go into funeral doom extremes, but delivers a pounding classic style. I'm giving it 8.4 out of 10. Next is Void by Announce the Apocalypse, released February 27, 2026. Short album, 32 minutes long. It's intense. It continues the concept story from the previous album. It blends thrash and death metal into a dark, aggressive package. It starts with a short intro called Fear, then Final Destination is a powerful thrash track with fast drumming, tempo changes, cool guitar harmonics, and harsh vocals. Terror from the Void builds suspense before launching into aggressive riffing. Live to Forget is mid-paced but dense. The bass guitar stands out, and there's layered vocal work that adds depth. It's technical, dark, and heavy without overstaying its welcome. For fans of aggressive thrash with death metal elements, it's a strong release. I'm giving it 8.5 out of 10. My number one album is Overspace and Supertime by Cryptic Shift, released February 27, 2026 via Metal Blade Records. This is a progressive death metal band from Leeds, England. Their style blends technical thrash and death metal with sci-fi themes and experimental elements. The album is massive, 1 hour and 19 minutes long. Songs range from 9 minutes all the way up to 29 minutes. But there are only 5 tracks, so let me talk about them. Cryogenically Frozen starts with spacey sounds and jazzy progressive sections before diving into technical death metal. Stratocumulus, Ever a Goal, that's a 29-minute long song, has experimental bass guitar, brutal death metal blast beats, multiple stylistic shifts. Hyperspace Topography reminded me of Voivod, but even more progressive and heavier. Hexagonal Eyes mixes technical brutality with melodic leads and jazz-inspired breaks. And the 20-minute title track closes the album by combining everything that came before it. It's not an easy listen. It demands attention and multiple spins to fully appreciate it, but has a lot of ambition and the execution is very impressive. For now, I'm giving it 8.6 out of 10, but that's just preliminary. That score can go up after I listen to it some more. That's it for new metal releases for February 27th. If you want to see what dropped last weekend, check out last week's episode. It should be appearing on the screen right now. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments which of these albums you're most excited to hear. This is JC Rockin' Metal Reviews. I will see you in the next one.